Let me tell you something. I went to college at IU, Indiana University. And for those of you who may not know about IU is in Bloomington, Indiana. Let me put this up here. IU is in Bloomington, Indiana. Bloomington is not. Along with it, I mean, let's say this. It's not as bad as some of its neighbors. But Bloomington isn't really known for being a melting pot, okay? It's a little better because the university is there and diversity is supposed to be exemplary there. But you still have natives that don't give a shit. I'm sorry. Don't give a daggone about diversity. And I say this to say that I have experienced racism. And I have experienced having good relationships with white people. Not all white people are racist. And believe you me, not all black people are about the right with race either. I'm not going to say they're racist, but they're not all right about race either. So, with that being said, I want to talk about Spice and Erica Mena, Love and Hip Hop. I really am torn. And here's why I say I'm torn. I am on the fence. I'm glad I'm not in that situation. However, I wish somebody would call me a monkey and make monkey noises at me. That heifer made monkey noises at that girl. And I guarantee you, if those producers had let Spice out of that building, oh, it was going to be smoke in the city. I know it was. I know it was. I know it. They're talking about how Erica has a history of referring to black people as monkeys. Somebody ain't slapped the shit out of her hard enough. I'm with Funky Dineva. Funky Dineva always say they ain't crazy. They just ain't got the shit beat out of them. Or they ain't been hit hard enough. Get my nail. I lost it barbecuing and I ain't feel like doing it. So. Anywho. Yeah. I wish a mother would. Can you imagine in 2023 with everything that is going on? Well, let me backtrack. I can't imagine because these motherfuckers done lost their damn minds. Trump has really got that mega shit. MAGA. I'm sorry, not mega, MAGA. We in trouble. We in trouble, y'all. We are in trouble. These people done lost their damn minds. And I say I'm torn because I don't think I would. I don't know. Would I have enough filter in me to not just go completely ham on somebody that, one, is supposed to be cool with me, two, you know my circumstances. I mean, I know it's a show, but she know that girl's circumstances. She know that was a sensitive thing with that girl. And she did that to get up under that girl since she wanted to hurt her. She wanted to poke her. But she poked her before the girl called her a monkey. So, again, this is where I'm torn. You can't hit nobody and then tell them, yeah, I smacked you, but you can't hit me that hard when you get me back. Or you can't get me back this kind of way or that kind of way. You can't hit a motherfucker and then be like, oh, you can't do it this, you can't get me back this way, or you can't do this way. I ain't with it. And my mouth is reckless. My mouth is reckless. So I would probably say anything that I knew would get under your skin. I probably would. I'm not going to sit here in front. I probably would. But would I resort to racist tactics? I probably wouldn't, because I'm not in a position to. I'm a black woman. I'm a black female. So, I mean, unless I'm arguing with something and I'm calling them a, white trash cracker trailer park something. I know that sounds so insensitive. But I really cannot see myself going to the point of going to race if an insult was hurled at me and I'm going to hurl some back. I don't know if that I would necessarily do that. And I'm not on the side of Erica Mena. That bullshit should have never come out of her mouth. And I think, like Funky Dineva, somebody ain't hit her hard enough to learn her lesson to not call anybody of any color any type of racial slur. And I'm not just pointing it to Monkey. I'm putting it to everything. I'm putting it to everything. Erica Mena is not black. And I'm so tired of hearing this too. Well, she's of Latin descent. She's brown. And point. So, yeah, and I've been hearing Spice finally came out, and she's talking, and she's like, she never said anything about the child. Well, I'm going to put your feet to the fire. Yeah, you did. Did you talk about physical attributes of the child? Like, you didn't say the child was ugly, dumb, nothing like that. No, you didn't. However, you spoke on the child when you spoke on their relationship, and you know that was a sore spot with that girl. You said that for a dig. Stop trying to act like you are so innocent. The whole reason you said that was not because of a conversation that you all were having about being a single parent, because you being a single parent has nothing to do with you bringing up their relationship of any kind. That's not talking about being a single parent. That's not that. So, would Spice be mad if somebody came to her and was like, questioning her parenting while she's over here trying to make a name for herself, and her kids are over here, and an accident happened where the daughter, something happened to the daughter. I don't know the whole detail, but regardless of the fact, something happened to your child and you didn't have them in your care. You might be providing for them. You might be, making things happen, trying to make their lives better. But what if somebody had an opinion like, oh, well, you can do that and have your kids too? Then what? Then what? Are you then gonna be like, don't speak on my kids? Or are you gonna be like, oh well, she's not talking about, my kids, she's talking about my parenting. What parent wants to hear that they are doing a fucked up job with raising their children? No mother wants to hear that. Whether it's factual or not, no one wants to hear it. No one wants it thrown in their face. My son is autistic. And for a long time, I have finally forgiven myself or stopped blaming myself for his disability. I blame myself because, one, I shouldn't have been doing what I was doing to have him. That's number one. I grew up in a very religious household. Fornication is no. You don't do that. And you marry before you do that. That's one. Two, my health. I was told not to do something and to wait a certain amount of time before I did that act. And I did not. And I ended up pregnant. And I think because I was not following directions and I was hard-headed and being hot mama, that I didn't listen to what those doctors were telling me, and I put my son at jeopardy. I mean, I had him. I got pregnant, and that wasn't a time for me to be pregnant. So for a long time, I blamed myself. And for a long time, I had a chip on my shoulder. Whenever somebody, saw something different in him and, they questioned, is he okay? Oh, honey, are you okay? What do you mean? Is he okay? Are you okay? That was that. What's wrong with him? Bitch, what's wrong with you? Ain't nothing wrong with him. What's wrong with you? He don't want you in his face. Get the fuck out of his face. But that was me having the chip on my shoulder because of my inner feelings, my guilt, I don't know what you call it other than that. Just my heart of heart, my feelings that it was my fault that my son was autistic and different. But he's 13 now, and I've come to the realization that, one, he is a blessing regardless of anything with him. He is a blessing, and he's my blessing. Two, even though he has a disability, he can do just as much as those without disabilities can. Can he do it as fast? No. But can he do it? Yes. So, I from that perspective, I feel Erica. From that perspective. But that does not mean that you go around calling motherfuckers monkeys. That doesn't mean that. But I can see how she was upset about it, how it made her angry. And with that being said, that is where I lie on the fence. I'm not on the fence about her calling nobody a racial slur. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is, if a motherfucker came after me talking crazy to me about Carter's anything, I'm flipping the motherfucking table on you. Yes, I am. I will. That ain't for you to say. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about. I don't give a damn if you don't like me. Talk about me. Don't talk about my parenting. Don't talk about my son. Don't talk about his disability. None of that. And you can do it because that's what she did, and she got the result from it. Now, again, I don't like that monkey shit. But, yeah. They threw that damn table on her ass so fast. What? Get the fuck out of here. And then call an ace and a spade. Spice is always talking about how she's the realest and she ain't faking all this kind of stuff. Be real. You said that shit to hurt her. Point blank, period. You said it to get under her skin. You said it to hurt her. You didn't say it because it's a fact and y'all were talking about it. No. You said that shit to get at her. So she got back at you. But she shouldn't have did the monkey thing. I'm sorry. And that's where it goes on, where people are like, well, you can't say that, yeah, I hit you, but you can only hit me this kind of way. It's a line. I'm sorry. It's a line. It's a line. And I don't think that girl, it has been punished for saying that. They said she ain't coming back to Atlanta next season, but it didn't say she was fired. Look at all the hype that all this has caused. And if it was really detrimental, and if it really meant something to VH1, Viacom, Love and Hip Hop, whatever, that shit would still be on the editor's floor. They had an agenda. They knew what they were doing. Did they know it was going to go to the monkey thing? Maybe not. I don't know. But they had a choice of airing it so that we saw it or not. That's the key. They knew what the hell they was doing. That's money. Look at what we doing. Everybody talking about it. It's a buzz. It's now everybody wants to tune in. What's they said? What they do? Somebody they gonna beat Erica's ass? Come on now. They knew what they was doing with that. Or else it would not have even aired for us to even see. They would have swept that shit under the floor. They would have cut that shit and left it on the floor. They didn't do it. They knew what they were doing. But I don't know that it was necessarily scripted. Could it have gotten out of hand? Like, it escalated into something? Maybe. But if that was intentional and producers told Erica to do stuff like that, then that's fucked up. And if that's the case, I don't need to be watching Love and Hip Hop, because that's them calling their viewers how they see us. So this is a deep debate. This is a deep topic to talk about, because with everything going on in the world, Trump dumbass, the what they call Pride Boys, whoever, got 16 years, 15 and 16 years. Shocked the shit out of me, because I really thought they was going the Proud Boys, that's what they call the people that got in trouble for the 6th, January 6th. Wait, was January 6th? Yeah. When they invaded the Hill, Capitol, the Capitol. Anyway, that's something different too. So, but just the climate that we're in right now, you know, black people are tired as fuck. Alabama and that damn white chair. Woo! That was a stand-up moment. You know, Black Lives Matter. I mean, there's all kinds of things that are sparking, igniting consciousness. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm happy. You know, they always say if you're not a part of the solution, you're part of the problem. I really can't sit here and say that if a riot happened downtown, that Chanel's gonna be in it. No, I probably won't. But if somebody called a directive to not do this or that to support more black images here, or more black wealth, or more you know, whatever, some kind of agenda for African Americans, I'd be a part of it. I would. But again, am I gonna go risk my life like they did in the 60s? No, I probably won't. Because I saw what they did. I saw how they maimed, and they sprayed them with water, and they jailed them, and they put dogs on them, they hung them, they decapitated them, they raped and rioted. I mean, just nasty things that, frankly, people are trying to hide in history now. No. But like I said, there are other ways I can show my participation. But that's not one that I would do. I don't know. Maybe under certain circumstances it might. I don't know. I think about that. And the reason I think about that is because I have a black son. My son is big, my son is tall, and my son is autistic. So if he's somewhere without me and he's accosted by authorities, would he be competent enough to know that, hey, this is a cop, he might shoot me? My son won't know that. My son can't be still. So if the authority says, put your hands up, don't move, is Carter going to put his hands up and don't move? Is Carter going to be quiet? Probably not. But that doesn't warrant that individual to shoot and kill my baby. So I think about things like that. And when it comes to stuff like that, I would stand up. I'm his voice. I have to. So like I said, it's you know, give or take. Depends on the situation. But I just did a whole 360, 180. Not 360, 180. What we coming to, y'all? I'm like Monique. Is this what we're become? Anyway, this was my car chat for you all. I'm sorry I didn't give a real good, I didn't even give a real introduction. It's your girl, Coco Sweet, aka Chanel Co. Thank you for looking at my video. This was a car chat. I was on my way driving from the store to home, and I had just been listening to a lot of commentary, and I was listening to Spice in her response, because she finally spoke out. Because at first she was like, oh, I'm not going to give it any attention. I'm not going to get it any life. You know, it's a television show. But now all of a sudden, you know, she's coming with other things. And she's trying to say, you know, she's tired of people saying that she was the reason for Erica to be racist. Now I'm with Spice on this. Whatever I did, that didn't warrant her from to call me a monkey and make monkey noises. And I agree with her. Nothing she did, even though what I think what she did was fucked up, nothing she did warranted Erica to call her those racial slurs and make noises at her. Nothing. So, with that being said, I thought I need to get on here because guess what? I'm trying to be an influencer. And that's what influencers do. They talk about current topics. They get involved. They talk about shit they don't know about. And I definitely don't know about this because I ain't them. I just see what I see on TV and hear what I hear in these streets. So, yeah. Anyway. Thanks for watching. I think they're looking for me because I think I just saw the door open. So I'm going to get on in here and take care of the kiddo and the mom. And yeah. So again, thanks for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I think I have 3 followers. And I'm trying to get more. So, you know, I'm getting there. I ain't got there yet. It just seems like it ain't enough time in the day. But I'm working on that. If they can do it, I can do it. Because they no different than me. So, anyway. Y'all take it easy. And thanks for tuning in. Bye.